Okay, so to like host an application on AWS, you have to first go to your AWS console and then search here ec2. After that, uh, you'll be like you will go to this page and go to the instances section. Here, click on launch instance and here click give any name like I will give this Sting for video. Uh, Here you can use any image, but preferably use either Amazon Linux because it is smaller in size compared to Ubuntu and Windows. So try to use that and just make sure that anything you use is free tier eligible if you are using free tier. So this is free tier eligible. We get free tier for about 1 year from account creation. We're using T2.micro because this is a smaller version of uh, like the instance, and this is also free tier eligible. So there are other also, but those are not free tier eligible, like you can see. So we'll be using this. For key pair, try to create a new key pair. Just click on this and say, like, gives this some meaningful name, like on what laptop you are using or for what purpose. So I will give testing video laptop. So anyone with like anyone saying this will understand. Okay, so this was for Google's laptop, and so we can create in .pem because pem can be understood everywhere, like on Windows, Linux, or maybe Mac. So we have like it is automatically downloaded. We'll use that later. You can use select existing security groups, but you can create new too. Security group are for like allowing firewall rules. What this is for, I will like explain later. For SSH traffic, if you have fixed IP address, like your IP address does not change, and it is provided by like a static IP by ISP, you can use that fixed IP too, like from custom or my IP. If your IP is fixed, but mine changes, so I will use 0.0. Like this means that all IP are allowed. And okay, that's for like account creation. We will create number one instance and let's launch it. Okay, so if we see in the instances page, it is in pending status, and there will be two health checks. uh, like this one, health check is failing, so it may need some like refreshing the state to pass it. So now it is running, but the health status haven't been passed, so we have to wait. It is still an initializing status, so let's wait for one. Meanwhile, I'll show you how this can be fixed. So you just have to select it and stop and start again. This will fix that. Instance state start. Okay, so it is currently in stopping status, so it will take time. So this is how, if something is like failing, you can stop and restart it just by doing that. So just initializing. Meanwhile, just like go to this folder where you have downloaded this, and here move this to desktop. Like that will make it easier to access this file. Uh, okay, and open a terminal here. Here we have to run few commands. So you can get those here. Like if you don't remember, there is a section where you can get those commands. Uh, like go to the instances page again and see this is running right now. So and click on this, like all the status checks are passed. Click on this, and here you have to click on connect. This will show you how we can connect. We want to use SSH client, so click on SSH client. Here you have all the commands necessary to run it from your laptop. So we can do this manually. Just run chmod 400, and we can see which command we can run. Okay, so like which file we have testing. That's what this does is this like makes the make only read on like changes the permission of the PEM file. Like only the current user can read this file with read only permission. No one can write in this file. No one can execute this file other than the current user. So this is what this command does. And then we have this command. This is to connect with the current like instance using this PEM file which we have downloaded. So now the like now that we have uh, changed the permission and also the instances is in healthy state, we can use this command. This is SSH command. We are telling with I flag, we are telling what PEM file to use. ec2 user, this is like which user we are trying to connect, and after this is the IP address, or you can say DNS name. So this has this DNS name. We can use any thing to like do this, and type yes, and here like we'll be connected. So we are in the instance currently. After this, you have to run your application and do whatever you are required. So what I will do is I will install Nginx for the AWS. Then install. That's what we want to do. I think will be fine. I think this should do it. Okay, so it's like you have to just copy and paste these two, and okay, we don't have this. Let's try this. Okay, we directly have access to the Nginx, so you don't have to add like this repository to do few things. Just start the Nginx server, and now when like if we try to go to this, we will be able to see Nginx page, or directly visiting by IP should also work. So here you can see we have a public IP address. We can open this address, and this should show us like If the Nginx is started correctly, this should show us. Okay, so there was some problem in Nginx, I think. Okay, so let's see if we have Nginx installed correctly. Nginx. Okay, all the files are here. So let's try to debug this. We have nginx.conf. This is necessary to start. Sudo system start nginx. Let's just stop it and start it once again. Okay, I know what's the problem. So, uh, like we haven't added any security groups. We have allowed only port 22. So we have to add a security group. Like we have to add a port that will allow our traffic. So we have to click edit in the go to the instances and in this testing for video. So like okay, I'll just start this. So this will be started, and in the testing for video, go to the security section. Here, click on this security group which is attached by default. If you don't see a port as 80 or 443, 80 is for HTTP, 443 is for HTTPS. So add that port. I will add that. Uh, Click on HTTP and from anywhere IPv4. We will also add HTTPS and from anywhere. Now, if we like, let's save. Yes, this should work. Now let's see. Have this. We should stop this and start this again. Okay. And okay, we can run reachability analysis to test if our network is reachable or not. But that will also okay. Save path 0. Test video reachability source type internet gateway source. This one destination IP address, and this should be this IP address without HTTPS or anything. Okay, so this should be this is problem. Okay, so that was working. It was by default taking to HTTPS page, but we haven't configured SSH yet. So that was creating some error. So this is working with HTTPS, and here too, if we try like HTTP, this should work. Yes, this is working. So there is no problem with that. So now we have configured Nginx. We can like deploy, uh, say, our application. In this case, I am deploying S2 Analytica. That should be fine for now. So let's just go to GitHub and S2 Analytica. Here I will copy the URL and mm, git clone. Okay, we have to install git first. So sudo yum install git You have to provide sudo. This is done, so we can. So now what you have to do is go to your GitHub and uh, by default, if you want to like sign in terminal, you can't use a password. Uh, you have to create a personalized access token. So I will just regenerate this token, and so we will be able to use this token to like sign in here. So we have our application. Now what we want to do is install Python, because I don't think we have Python here. So we don't have Python. So what I will do is get no sudo yum install Python 3.9. We want a specific version of Python, so I will be installing Python 3.9. Uh, okay, it is already installed, so I think that is okay. Python 3. We can start that by using Python 3. So now what we want to do is install a custom like virtual environment. So pip install virtual env. Okay, we have to use pip 3 for now. Okay, better use Python 3 dash m pip install virtual environment. Better see it from doc Python install virtual env. Okay, so this is the command. For Unix and macOS, I'm using this. For Windows guys, you can use this. But since this is like we are doing it on ec2, we have to use this. Okay, no module name pip. It should be pip 3. Okay, so I think I have to install that too. Sudo yum install pip. Yes, we have to install this. Okay, that was without pip 3. Hmm. Yes, it is installed, so we can do this virtual env and the name of the environment we want to give. By default, we you can use env or venv. Placing a dot before like anything makes it hidden, so just be sure with that. And now we have our virtual environment, so we can go into that and activate it dot venv and then activate. So now virtual environment is activated. Let's go into our application which we have cloned just to see. Yes. Okay, by default this application needs few environment variable to be run before like running the application. So you can here on Linux you can set those by using command export env is equals to local. For now we are using a local environment because this will be like deleted after the mm, after the video. So but on the prod we should use prod, but that will require more secrets file to be placed here. So I'll be setting this as local, and I will also have to create a secrets.json and essay.json because those are necessary too. So let's do those two. Uh, touch. Okay. Better like I this will show you how SCP commands work too. Open terminal. Yes. Do I have secrets.json here? So I will go into server. Yes. Okay, we have secrets and secrets.json here and essay.json here too. So what uh, command we can run is scp. Scp is a method way to like copy few files from your source to destination. Source is your computer and destination is your like ec2 instance. So we have to replace few things. Like first the pen file. This pen file should be the one we are using currently. So we can so where was that? This was the pen file we were using. So I will copy this and paste it here. And what file we want to copy? So we want to copy all JSON files that is in the current directory. And I've looked into it. All the JSON files are like, correct. Now comes the part of IP. So what is the IP address or DNS name that was provided? So we can look it up here. Go to ec2 and the instances part. Here you can see this public address, a public IPv4 address or public IPv4 DNS. Any one of this will work. So just copy this and not here. Yeah, paste that here. And in which directory I want to copy this. So I want to copy this in slash home slash ec2 user slash s290. How I know this? Uh, you can run pwd. Pwd will work what is your current directory in the ec2 instance. So this is how I know where I have to like run this. So I think this should do it. Okay, just type yes. And okay, this shows that all the files are successfully copied and we can like list those. So yes, I have secrets.json and essay.json. Now like now make sure that you have your virtual environment activated and you can install all the required file like requirements that is necessary for running this project. So let's wait for a while. Okay, so everything is installed. Let's clear this. And now what we can do is we can make migration. Now this depends on the framework we are using. We are using Django, so we have to make migrations and all those. Okay, white noise. Okay, we have to install white noise. Uh, like that was not mentioned in requirements.txt. Okay, so now we can run migrate. This is Django specific. If we are using like in future, if we are using some other library, that will depend on that library. So don't fret about it. Now let's so this migrate is done. There is one another command we have to run. Collect static casters no input. Source. Okay. Okay. Manage.py. Don't give the no input flag. You will be just prompted. Like if I run this command again without no input, I will be prompted with yes or no, like override the existing file. So without no input, it will just overwrite, right? So what we can do is we can run the server. Everything is .py run server. But this will run on local, so we have to do this, and this exposes this server to the this exposes the server to the uh, network, to the local network. So this we have to do this, and before that we have to run nohub command. This doesn't generate any output, so that it doesn't generate any output, and to run this in background we have to add and. So that's how we can do this. And uh, there are few other things which we have to add, like we can uh, like currently it is we can test that if it is running. We can do this, so we can see that this is running, and if we have to restart it for some reason, like a new update has come, a new version has come, we can do this by kill, and this will like stop the previous process. So we can check that okay, the previous process was done, and if we run it, we don't get any output. So we run the server again, and the server is started. Now we have to configure nginx. For that I'll be using my nginx, which I have used in other servers, because this needs some changes. So I will share it in a doc. Slash pc slash nginx. Here we have to sudo modify, like sudo nano nginx.conf, and uh, like in future you can have this error 404 page, but it's better to have your custom page. So this is the default like configuration. We won't be using this, so I'm exiting out of it, and I'm sudo rm. I'm doing sudo, like removing this default config. I will make a new one. uh, Let's just SSH into this the current running server, and we can see the like nginx configuration we are using here. So ls and cat /nginx, okay, /etc /nginx nginx.conf. Okay, so I will copy this and paste it over here. Copy, Control Shift, Control V, Control X. For copying and pasting in Linux, you have to use Control Shift C and Control Shift V. So keep that in mind. Now, if you see for 443, we have to place our certificates like SSL certificates here. So where can we get that? We can get that in Cloudflare. So go to the Cloudflare and like let me go to the home page accounts. So this is the account which has the like this website. So I will go to this website and in SSL and TLS, go to origin server and create a certificate or download the previous one. That's it. So if we click on download, okay, this is giving only the public certificate. So I will create a new one and let's just create one for, okay, that's good. Create. So we have this. You see, there is one with private key and one with certificate. So here we have one with CRT and one with key. So CRT will have this, and private key will have like ending with dot key will have this file. So copy this and let's just okay. Let's instance okay this one. Let's close this. So in the root directory, um, now that we have pasted that in the not in the root directory, in the home directory, go to the home directory and here create a um, certificates folder because that was that what we are using in here. Like let me show you. You see, we were using Nginx this like we have to have a directory named certificates and there we need a file named CRT or key. I have copied key, so I will create suvidhan.key file. So cd cert, okay, first mkdir certificates and now suvidhan.key and paste okay, oops, copy, paste. Okay, this is created. Now we have to create suvidhan.crt and copy this file and paste it here. Now this is done too. So let's just restart the Nginx. We can do this by control.nginx. Start. We have to restart it. So add a like restart Nginx. Now, if we go to we are redirected, and previously we don't have that HTTPS. So if we add HTTPS now, uh, since this is not redirected from DNS, like domain name, we are shown this error. So now I will show you how to configure that. So go to DNS, and there you have to add a DNS record. So click on add, and let me see what I was okay. Test S2 Analytica. That what I was allocated. So A record is for adding IPv4 address, and CNAME is for like DNS name. So if you are using this public IPv4 address, you can add those through CNAME, like paste those in here in CNAME while selecting this. And for IPv4 address, just copy this and paste it here. And here, I will write test S2 and okay. So I think this should do it. Save it. Now let's go to test S2 and dot survey dot org. Okay, this is secure too. This is working and everything is there. Keep in mind that we haven't created any super user which is required for like just Django app. You can do that if you want, but this is for testing purpose. The application is working fine. We have configured the SSL certificate and the connection is secure. Certificate is valid, so that's good and everything is working fine. Uh, Only the necessary permission, that is uh, accessing through port 443 and port 22. Keep in mind that if like you are if you have static IP, place that IP instead of like giving access to everyone, because anyone on the internet can access into this instance. So that's it. I think this should be enough, and that's good.